This is a review article on the magazine Language, a Relational Grammar of KINYARWANDA by Alexander Kimeni, University of California Publications in Linguistics, 91, Berkeley and Los Angeles, University of California Press, 1980. To quote Kimeni, this book is not a reference grammar. Its purpose is twofold. First, to provide an adequate syntactic description of Kinyarwanda, a Bantu language of Rwanda. Second, to evaluate some of the claims of relational grammar. It consists of an introduction, phonological, syntactic, and typological characteristics. A chapter introducing relational grammar, and chapters on verbal syntactic dependence, properties of certain grammatical relations, object creating rules, subject creating rules, raisings, pronominalization, and topicalization. An appendix deals with tense, aspect, and modality. Kimeni's treatment of Kinyarwanda in relational grammar is limited to promotions, ascensions, and advancements. So he is able to treat the subject in sufficient depth. Thus, he not only shows a number of examples of the advancements to object from instrumental, manner, goal, and locative, but also details constraints on them. For example, goal to object advancement is not allowed when there is a benefactor in the sentence, and proposes reasons for these constraints. Further, he details the interactions of multiple advancements to object. The issue of primary interest to relational grammar is the number of objects in a clause. Kimeni takes the position that Kinyarwanda does not distinguish syntactically between direct object, indirect object, and benefactor, and that a clause may have more than one object at the same syntactic level, based on the behavior of both the initial direct object and any advances to direct object. This violates the proposed universal of strato uniqueness. Permuter and Postel, to appear, argue against his analysis and propose one that does not violate strato uniqueness. This book is one of the first in-depth relational grammar works on a language, as invariably happens with groundbreakers. The theory evolves rapidly and renders portions of the theoretical base outdated. Such is the case with the chapter that introduces relational grammar, but this does not affect the specific data on Kinyarwanda. Since Kimeni does delve into theoretical issues, the book will be enhanced by consideration of alternative analysis and reasons for selection of one over another where possible. Thus, Kimeni claims that advancements of locative to direct object demote the initial direct object, whereas the advancement of any other oblique does not. It will be of interest to consider the possibility that the other obliques advance the indirect object. Thus, they do not affect the initial direct object, but require recognition of indirect object as a separate entity. This is not parameter and posters analysis. Besides the theoretical issues raised, the book contains much for those seeking descriptive information, especially in the sections on pronominalization and topicalization. For example, topics are either proposed or postponed, depending on the nature of information, and multiple left topics are allowed, but only one right topic. Kimene's book is well written, easy to read, and clear as regards theory. It contains an abundance of information for all Bantuists, regardless of their interest in theory. And that is an important work in the field. Charles Jackson, University of California, San Diego. That's the end of the article.